Going live. Come on now. There we go. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram now. We are doing a little sharpening tonight. So this is just for fun. I'm running out of knives to sharpen. I'm going to sharpen some of my own knives I've been putting off. Play with some stuff, ask some questions, hang out, and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up in the comments. Let me know who's here. Instagram, I will try to monitor comments, but it's not the main screen that I view. So here we go. We're on the desk. This is when we sharpen our day. This is a Rec Avocado BM2 that I put Aramis scales on. These are his 3D Classic scales and copper dust carbon fiber, which I love. And when it was cool, and then I sanded it, and now it looks like that, which is badass. Put an edge on this the other day. Put a pretty nice mirror on it, actually. Very nice mirror, actually. So what do I got here? These are unsharpened knives. We have another Aramis knife. This one is his Raptor scales. So if you want to see the difference between Aramis Raptor and Aramis 3D scales, there's kind of the difference. 3D scales basically look like factory scales, but they're thicker and contoured. So the screws are actually recessed. The Raptor scales are thicker, but not as thick. And they have a fast looking design. They're swoopy and they have lines and different shapes. So I like both. Raptors are very comfortable, regardless of how crazy they look. But this is a Rex 45 one. It's just been sitting around. I don't carry this knife. It's just a knife I have, but it needs an edge, and then I can carry it, I guess. I don't know, it's pretty dope. So we're going to sharpen this one. What else do I got that's fun to play with? This is what I've been carrying today. This is another Aramis. This is a pair of 3. This is his fat carbon gold Damascus material. I've seen it done out of China. I've seen this pattern done. It does not look as good as the fat carbon that Aramis uses, though. Sup, Carl Maxwell. Thank you for joining me again. Sharpening with my TS Prof Cadet. I love this little guy. I do not desire to have a TS Prof KO3. I like having the Cadet. It's a good size, so I can do stuff like this and have it on my desk and then pick it up and put it to the side. And honestly, I don't feel like I'm losing anything by not having a bigger system. Like, I can do any knife. Some people think it's weird that I have to hold this because it will rock. It's fine. I'm used to ever since I've been on a KME, that's how you sharpen this, with 2 hands. So it's very second nature for me to hold on to this and just go to town. So yeah, I really like the Cadet. It's really cool. All right, lining up flat grind line with the stone, so they're both parallel, so we can do the heel. So right now they're parallel. Now we're going to tighten it down all the way. All right, get some Sharpie up in this rainbow jamma. Hey, Polywalnuts84 on Instagram. How's it going? Someone on Instagram asked me what I'm using to cover the blade. I assume they mean in the clamp. In the clamp is a piece of this stuff. Chamois cloth. CHAMOIS cloth. It is made of sheepskin leather. It is a little bit of give. It's kind of thick. It's very absorbent. It's actually meant for drying off cars after they've been washed. Oh, we have a visitor.
Dad.
Hey, Cameron, what's up?
Dad.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook right now.
Can I please have some what's on you after you're done?
Yeah, can you please go ahead?
No!
That's fine. Anyway, they're eating. That's a good thing. So sharpen the edge. We are going to see how close we are with how it's set up now. I'm going to take it to 17 degrees. 17 degrees is my standard Spyderco sharpening angle. Almost all my knives are at that angle, so when I go to touch them up, it is super easy, and it's what it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be 17 degrees, so just make them that. But I look at it with the Sharpie to see how it's going to land. This side, we're a little bit on the front side of the bevel, but it's at the right. It's on. It's taking Sharpie off. Most of the Sharpie's already gone. Okay, so we know where we're at there. We have Sharpie on both sides. We'll see what it's like. But since we're right on the side, we're just going to sharpen here. So we're profiling the edge, which means we're removing material, in this case, at the top of the bevel and the leading edge, so we can create a burr. But to profile it, we want everything to look nice and easy. You can sharpen a knife without profiling it. That's what is frustrating. Many people asking how much it costs to sharpen a knife, and they've been quoted it costs, it costs $6 at Rec or whatever like that. And that's because they're putting it on a wheel and they're just like buffing the edge, and they're not making it look nice. They're not taking off metal. They're just polishing it back to where it was. And this is a different process. We're removing metal. We're making things look even. Hey, Tom, are you still interested in sending me that problem knife and Maxm? No pressure to send it, but I'm still interested to work with it. I assume this is Michael Christie, who wanted to sharpen a Maxm Para 3 that I swore had problems. And Michael, if this is you, what we ended up doing is Sean Hstone, Triple B Handmade, actually hit me up that night as well. And he drove an hour to my house the next morning and picked those up, the Native and the Para 3. And he took them back and gave them, we'll call it an experimental thermal treatment. And then he brought them back, and now they're fine. I sharpened them. He actually tested the one I was having problems with, and it was getting a best score of between 300 and 400. Then he magically did something, and it was back to where it was, like in the 100s, where my other knives are. So I actually don't have problem knives anymore to deal with. So that's was cool that it got fixed. It's a thing I've seen more than once on Maxm from 2017, but I don't think it's still a problem. It does happen. The other day, I cut 3 of my fingers on camera when we were doing FFIB. It was bad. It's happened a couple times now. Alrighty. Rounding our tip, we have a little extra material. Okay. Back to the heel. The heel has what is the most common thing I see from keeping people having a good edge is it has a divot. You can kind of see the shadow even on the camera. Is there's a spot that is a low valley that needs to get ground down even with the rest of the edge. It's about 1/4 inch in front of the heel. It happens a lot. These stones are killer, and they've taken it right out. Okay, we're good there. Line our scratches up real quick. Edge is looking nice. So this side is right exactly at 17 degrees, which when that happens, it always makes me happy. At least get one that's dead on. It makes you know that you're clamping it right when you know that you land at least on one side right on where it's supposed to be. So I know everyone says Spyderco edges go from like 14 to 20 or whatever. They're usually pretty close to 17. It's not as bad as people make it sound like. It never takes me more than a couple minutes to get it back to where it needs to be. So it's never a big deal. So we have a burr already. Our heel's done. Our tip's done. That side's done. So now we're just going to do another cleanup pass with the 150 stone. Take down the burr a little bit. Line up scratches. Make it look nice. Make sure we didn't miss any spots. Okay, we're looking at it in the light for any different sheens or dead spots. Looks like we got everything. We got it in the light. It looks good to me. Now we're going to go down our up a stone to 400 stone. And for fun, I think we're going to mirror this edge for fun because it's a cool knife. And I like to show off mirrors, so I might as well do it on video. So Hstone, premium CBN, 400 grit stone. Let's check out Instagram, see what the comments are going on over there if there's anything. Not really. There's a bunch of people watching though. It's cool. No problem, dude. It was really frustrating. I thought the knife was like just toast. It was fine at the factory edge. And then when I sharpened it, it's kept getting worse and worse. And whatever Sean did do it thermally, reset it or took the tension out or whatever chemical molecular thing happened. But it works now. Sup, Michael Price, join me again. Thank you, sir. Okay, 400 grit. We have a burr. Let's get rid of it. Backward strokes. Now we're just cleaning it up visually, making it all look nice. So relaxing. I need this sometimes. It's been a little rough in my head lately, and this has been my escape, which is why I've been doing my live videos. It helps me relax, take some anxiety down. So I usually do 2 passes of 400 grit when I do a mirror to kind of reduce the burr a little bit before I go up in stone. Make just extra sure we have all the nice spots out of it. Looks extra nice for 800 grit stone. Okay, we're going to mirror it, so we're going to 800 now. So 800 really kills the burr a lot, at least on these stones. So after you do 1 pass on each side, it really is just visually making sure it looks good enough before you can flip it. The burr's still there. Its flip's gone, but it's disappearing quickly. What's going on, guys? What's on your mind? Ask me some questions. Happy to answer them. I live an odd life. I'm a stay-at-home dad who gets to sharpen knives and play on the internet all day and talk about his passion. So I'm pretty lucky. So what questions you got for me? I am sharpening this at 17 degrees like I do all Spider Coats. Got that question on Instagram. That's the factory angle, and that's what I go to. Okay, 2,000 grit stone. Wait, I do both sides. Yeah. Now we're really shining it up. Once you hit 2K, it's what most people would call a mirror. Amongst my sharpening friends, they tend to be hesitant to say mirror. It seems like they like to say shiny or whatever, polished. Mirror makes it sound like it's scratchless. That 2,000 grit's not scratchless, but it looks really nice. It's shiny. It's reflective. It looks great in photos. It's what I sharpen to for people who ask for a polished edge. And we're actually going to take this one. I don't usually do it, but we're going to take this from the 5,000 grit. So we'll do one more stone after this. Make it really shine. Then we'll hit it with a strop, and we'll be done. Okay. I have an 8,000 grit stone where I've never used. You might as well even try that. But 5,000 is probably good enough. What grit do you start with? A knife is already decent sharp or want to take it to the next level? It doesn't matter how sharp a knife is, I start from my profiling stone. So even if a knife is factory sharp from Spyderco, it's not going to be profiled the way I like it. There's like CRK, like Chris Reeve knives, that usually is profiled well enough, or like some Riots or a Koenig, but your average knife or your Spyderco is not profiled enough to just start at a high grit. You need to start at a low grit, profile the edge, make it all even, and then you can sharpen it. It doesn't matter how sharp it is to start with. It matters how well done the edge is. So I start every edge at 150 though, even if the edge is well profiled, unless I sharpened it already. So I know what the edge is going to be like. I will sharpen it at 150, which is my profile stone, and just go up. It doesn't matter how good it is. If it's great condition, it doesn't matter. I'll just do it real quick, and then any scratches I need to get out, it doesn't take that long. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, I always start at my lowest core stone. Your most important stone is not your top stone. I know a lot of people think that the highest grit stone is your most important because it makes it the shiniest or whatever. Your most important stone is the one you use to set the edge, the one that you use to build the foundation for everything you're going to do on top of it. So your most important stone is your most coarse or your profiling stone. So for me, my 150 stone is my favorite stone, and it's this is just bonus points, but the 150 sets the edge up. It's going to be extra mirrored. Let's just try the 8,000 grit stone. We're going to try a stone I've literally never used before, because when I get to this stone, it's already very mirrored, and I just kind of stop. Let's go one more stone. $8,000 grit CVN. It's so smooth, it glides over the other one. Glides over the bevel because it's burnished. How shiny is this one gonna be? I don't I love gunny juice and I use strops and everything, but I don't chase my mirrors through the strops. I chase my mirrors with stones, meaning I like my knife to be mirrored enough when it comes off of here that I can just hit it with this strop quickly. I don't have to create the mirror with the strop. So I don't go through a progression of like 6, 3, 1, 0.5, 0.25. I just hit this one. I'll hit with a 0.5 and call it good. Ooh, I could try using the strops. Actually, I'm going to try using these strops for fun. We'll try that out. Ooh, that's looking shiny. Should I order from Hstone or Gritomatic for stones? Who's the fastest with delivery? So Hstone is in Ukraine. So it literally has to ship from Ukraine. So it takes 2 to 3 weeks, which is not bad. Gritomatic is in Georgia, so it ships right away. You'll get it just like you get stuff from any knife shop. However, last time I checked, Gritomatic is missing a bunch of the grits that I would suggest. So look on Gritomatic first to see what's available, and if you can get it from there, get it from there. But otherwise, for Hstone, you can just buy the set or whatever. They have so many grits on Hstone site, like tons of them, and they have them all in stock. So Hstone comes from Ukraine. I ordered my Hstone RS from Gritomatic because I wanted to get it in a couple of days instead of 3 weeks. I mean, it costs $10 more. So there you go. Hstone, you'll get it anything, but it'll take longer. Someone asked, how do I address uneven edge bevels? When you have an uneven edge bevel, let's say you have one side is really tall and one side is really short. What you do is that means the center line of the apex is towards one side or the other. If you have a tall bevel, to get rid of it, you have to go to the opposite side and work it back up. So usually what I do is I use a higher angle and I eat the edge away a little bit, and then I go back in, and on the opposite side, the small side, you just keep on working it until eventually it moves the apex center line over and the bevel is the same size. I got my Hstone RS today. It shipped quickly from Hstone USA. Oh, maybe they're shipping stuff from here now. I'm not sure. So that's awesome. Let me know how you like it. Have you sharpened anything yet? I also said I was going to use my Hstone. I'll use my Hstone for the next one. Kind of embarrassed to use the Hstone on camera because I'm not good at it yet. And it's got some quirks that I'm not used to. Okay, an 8,000 grit edge. What do you look like? So I usually strop by hand. We're just going to do this for fun today. We're going to start at 0.5. Never know what to do on this. Let's say we're going to start at 1 micron. We're going to strop with the kangaroo leather Hstone strop with gunny juice 1 mil on it. So when you're stropping on a machine, and I seriously never do this, so forgive me if I screw this up when we're doing it. When you're stropping though, or anytime you change stone witness, so all my Hstone stones are the same thickness, but these strops are really thin. On my Cadet right here, there's a thing called a stone thickness compensator. Most sharpeners have them in somewhere and somehow. All you do is you put the stone you're using underneath it and you adjust it, and that keeps your angle. So I just kept 17 degrees by moving the head pivot instead of the whole sharpener. Now we can test it. I mean, I guess we can do that too, but we're going to set this at 17 degrees and we're going to do pulling strokes. So let's see what it actually came out to be. So we're at 17.1 degrees. So we're at where we want to be. And we're going to take this and we're going to do pulling strokes. You don't want to push into the edge. You want to be careful on your tip and lift off as you come off the tip because you will tear the leather. So right now what we're doing is we're refining the edge by pulling off any burr that's remaining and polishing the bevel with diamond compound. We're using gunny juice. We're going to start at 1 micron. We're going to work our way up, and we're just going to do any silly edges like I always see people do that go way in excess of what's necessary. See, I accidentally just pushed into the edge a little bit, and I kind of cut it. You got to be really careful. Okay, so there's our first drop. It looks like a freaking mirror to me, but let's just try another strop to see what happens. So stropping on the Cadet, definitely a different feeling than stropping by hand. I'm really interested to see how sharp this is when it comes out of here. It's going to probably be pretty sharp, which I'm pretty excited for. Because stropping like this, we're not rounding over the apex. So when you strop by hand, no matter what you do, you're going to kind of round the apex of the knife. This is really just sharpening at the exact, or stropping at the exact same angle as it was sharpened at. It's kind of fun, but definitely faster to do it by hand. Okay. Kind of looks like we got a lot of people in the audience who've got these Hstone RSs. I'm really happy to hear that because I think it's a great product. I'm just not used to using it yet. So that's cool. It's definitely an upgrade from what used to be the standard in sharpening for everyone. Everyone used to have Lanskys or Edge Sharp, whatever those things are, the sharp makers. We'll do a 0.25 micron strop for fun because why not? I have it. Ooh, it's looking extra shiny. A lot of people do this on every knife they do. I'm doing this for fun for this video, but this is excessive. You don't need to do this to get a nice looking edge, but this is going to be really cool. I hope. Okay, last strop I have is getting silly. It's 0.1 micron. Not sure if Scott Gunn actually sells this or if this was just something he had made. This is definitely the most steps I've ever gone through on an edge. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting excited. Okay, I think we're about done with this knife. We went through the whole lineup. I hope I didn't miss a scratch because that would drive me crazy. So we're all stropped up. Give it a quick shine. Got a fresh chamois cloth here. Got a little bit of quick spray down. Get any marker off. Clean it up. Magic eraser. These things are, you need to have magic erasers in your house. You just need to have them. Okay, here's the reveal. Let's see how it looks. Or let's see how it cuts first. Like a laser beam. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It cuts and it's sharp. Fun. So cool. Now this knife is legit. Anyway, you guys got any questions, or we're gonna call it a day, part 3. That's the third time I've gone live today for fun. Learning how to broadcast to Instagram is kind of cool. Now I got to figure out how to save the video. Someone asked, does KO3 have a stone thickness compensator? I don't know how the KO3 works, but I guarantee it has a stone thickness compensator somewhere on there. If you go to TS Prof, I'm sure they have a instructional thing on how to get it adjusted. Sup, Mr. Candyman, if you're still here. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining me. It was cool. I had a good time. And I will do this again probably tomorrow. See ya.